Run DMC are on the list. Now, I agree with it, but I will say this. I will say this. I think Run DMC are on this list because the middle-aged white guys at history have never heard of Grandmaster Flash or Africa Bambaataa. That's why they're not on the list. All right, let's look at what we got. Nirvana, Rolling Stones, Black Sabbath, Ramones, Run DMC, and the Beatles. We have to get rid of 2 of those. Any candidates coming forward?
I will say the first one off should be Nirvana. I will say that. I love Nirvana, but in terms, they don't have the same influential weight.
Listen, when Nirvana came along, music was like Wilson Phillips and Vanilla Ice. Right. Like, it was bleak.
I remember it.
And Nirvana shook it up, but very quickly, what Nirvana did turned into, like, Candlebox and Bush and, like, pretty crappy bands, pretty fast.
Why isn't Creed up there?
Yeah, no. The fact that you even said Creed makes... All right,
get him over.
Nirvana's off. Get him off because of Creed. Sabbath or the Rolling Stones? Pick them.
Sabbath.
All right, Sabbath are gone. All right, we've narrowed it down to the Rolling Stones, Run DMC, the Beatles, and the Ramones.
I think the Stones are a great band, and they're one of my favorite bands up there on the list. But if you really go by the word influential...
Right, I think they were influenced by a lot of...
Right. The Stones' influence would be similar to the Beatles, right? Like, wouldn't the Ramones be, like, influencing in a totally different way?
I actually
aren't the Stones a bit of a repeat?
I don't know if I agree with that. I think the Ramones were part of a movement.
The biggest argument for the Ramones is it was the Ramones going to England that got the Sex Pistols and the Clash and the Damned and all those guys, you know, focused on this idea of punk.
But we got to get rid of 2.
We got to get rid of 2 right now?
I would say the Ramones and Run DMC is what I would say.
We're going to get rid of Run DMC?
I want to make the Run DMC pitch that they stay ahead of the... I'm ready to let the Stones go.
Right, okay, the Stones are going to go, the Ramones are going to go. So, the last 2, Run DMC and the Beatles.
Run DMC really invented what hip-hop became. There were, before them, it was in the parks, it was live, there were DJs, but when it got to records, it was either people rhyming over disco bands, you know, like Rapper's Delight, like that kind of sound. Run DMC were the first to get up there with just guys on microphones, a beatbox and a DJ wearing
And I think they're all doing a great job of trying to let them stay around with the Beatles.
Anything that any band has done, the Beatles did first.
When we talk about the Beatles, we got to remember a lot of things. That they made incredible breakthroughs in recording techniques.
Right.
They were the first band that really over and over wrote their own songs. All these types of things.
First stadium concert?
First stadium concert.
Really?
Shea Stadium,
first
song.
Yeah.
Well, let's reveal the shocking result from tonight's poll from the audience. The winner was, of course, 4 lads from Liverpool. Run DMC, everybody. No, the Beatles.
History's greatest unexplained phenomenon. History's dumbest mistake. Are we watching it right now? It's going to be a show based entirely on fact.